stories in the wind. The cowboy had the secrets that the angels recommend. He shuffles fate and fortune like a deck of dusty cards. Rich and mystic revelation, rigged up rebel rock guitar. From large halls to desert roads, he walks the hidden line. Written sparks, the shadows, the vibe that feels divine. Psychic down Andrew, stories meet the flame. Tune in, my friends, and step inside to never be the same.
Welcome to another episode of Tarot Through Time. I'm your host, Psychic Tarot Andrew, and today we enter the Dojo of Destiny, a sacred space where philosophy meets force, and every breath is both a weapon and a prayer. We draw cards for a man whose body moved like thunder, and whose mind struck like lightning, and whose soul flowed like water. Bruce Lee. Bruce was born in 1940 in the year of the dragon, auspicious, intense, and cosmically aligned for greatness. But Bruce Lee wasn't handed power. He forged it through discipline, loss, rage, love, and relentless self-inquiry. He became the storm the world didn't see coming. Actor, philosopher, fighter, poet, icon. He was all of it and none of it. Refusing labels the way he refused limitation. Tonight, I drew 3 cards to understand what moved beneath the surface. Not just the man we saw on the screen, but the spirit that still pulses through pop culture, training halls, and the minds of every dreamer who dares to defy the expected. Card 1 I would have drawn for him was a strength card. I drew this card and immediately feel his slow breath. Strength isn't loud. It doesn't lunge or scream. It grounds. Bruce Lee's strength came not from brute force, but from unshakable alignment. He mastered his body not to overpower others, but to conquer chaos within himself. This card is the taming of the lion, not killing it, but earning its trust. Bruce did this with his fears, his ego, his pain. His strength was in softness, in knowing when to yield, when to move, when to be still. He once said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." Strength reminds us that our true power is found in the calm mastery of ourselves, not showmanship. The second card I picked is the Chariot card. Now we move. The Chariot is the drive forward, the synthesis of discipline and intention. Bruce Lee was momentum personified, not just in physical speed, but in philosophical velocity. When the systems around him tried to define him or contain him, whether it was Hollywood, the martial art traditions, or cultural expectations, he didn't rebel with violence, he transcended. His art, Jeet Kune Do, wasn't a style, it was a freedom. He said, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and what is uniquely your own. That's the Chariot in motion, cutting through dogma, powered by fierce sense of self and a refusal to stagnate. But the Chariot is also about control. Steering twin forces, the yin and the yang, the rage and the restraint. Bruce lived at the edge, harnessing chaos through spiritual alignment. Card 3, the Hierophant card. This one surprises some, but not me. The Hierophant is the sacred teacher, the keeper of knowledge. Bruce was more than muscle. He was mind, a book devourer, a scholar of philosophy, psychology, and Taoism. The Hierophant, in his spread, is not rigid religion, it's transmission. Bruce channeled wisdom across time and tradition, blending East and West, body and soul. He broke systems, but he understood them first. He honored tradition by daring to evolve it. This card reflects the deep spiritual root in his teachings, always pointing toward the truth, always reminding us that enlightenment begins with self-awareness. Together, these 3 cards tell a story few could articulate, but everyone felt. The Strength card, his inner discipline and graceful power. The Chariot card, his unstoppable drive and philosophical flow. And the Hierophant card, his role as a guide, not just as a fighter, but for anyone seeking freedom through mastery. Bruce Lee didn't just fight. He moved with intention. Every jab was a message. Every silence was a statement. He taught us that being formless isn't weakness. It's transcendence. Be like the water, he said. Water adapts. It flows. It crashes. It carves through stone. In the tarot, he became an archetype of his own, a bridge between worlds, between action and stillness, between the spirit and the strike. Thank you for joining me in this reading for Bruce Lee, the dragon in human form. May his clarity sharpen your mind. May his strength steady your breath. And may his movement remind you that the path to freedom begins within. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and most importantly, share Psychic Tarot Andrew, and check out AskPsychicDrew.com, and check out my live streams every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, if you have a suggestion of who you would like me to read for from the past, leave it in the comments. See you next time with Tarot Through Time. Peace.
Moonlit highway in our rear view, the night still humming low. We dealt your truth and broke the spell, now watch your spirit glow. No matter where the road may wind, these secrets stay alive. When darkness calls, come back again, our cards will always thrive. Go chase that star, keep magic close, and let your story roam. Till next time, with Andrew's deck, we bid you safe ride home.